Get promos and discounts from Filipino startups. Check out our partners at the description.
Rebecca Uykeng is founder at Contact PH. Contact PH is offering affordable RFID business cards for networking, attendance tracking, and other uses. Hello, Becca. Welcome again sa Startup Podcast. Kamusta?
Yes, thank you. And I'm so happy na I'm back again. Actually, it's quite interesting. I feel ko nag-rerun lang ulit tayo. Yeah, so hello everyone. There was a previous video but now there's a new one. So mamaya na namin pag-usapan. Okay.
Yeah, so si Becca, actually, I think you're the second maybe or third na repeat founder dito sa podcast. Although for a different startup, So ngayon, you now have your very own startup, si Contact PH. And si Contact PH ay gumagawa ng affordable RFID business cards. But I'll have you do the intro, Becca. So ano nga ba ang Contact PH?
Okay. Thank you for asking that. So Contact PH is an affordable RFID business card for attendance and networking. Pero syempre may other uses kami. Mamaya ko na siya ikwento. Reason namin as to why we opened Contact is because we noticed na ang daming problems sa economy and at the same time sa environment. Economic-wise, sa Philippines, medyo ang dami natin pera na kailangan. I feel like everyone's having a struggle na to earn their own living. But at the same time, I also noticed another issue, which was sustainability. Yung tipong ang dami nating nakakalat na papel. Minsan sa street, right? You just find it. The sad part's even in malls. And they're supposed to look nice, right? Meron nakakalat na paper, plastics. So, syempre, as a person na sa generation natin, we are super concerned with these types of things. Now, we want, clean na. We're saving the world, ganon. So, sabi ko, sige, gawa tayo ng parang sustainable option for business card. Kasi a lot of businesses, they're so reliant on marketing materials. So, I'm sure when you go to a mall, you tend to see people saying, uy, gusto mo ba ng brochure? Tapos mamimigay sila brochure.
Yeah.
Sabihin nila, how about this?
Yeah.
Tapos, honestly, I'm sure like 80% of you just throw it. Like, ayaw mo maging rude sa tao, so you're like, thank you, and then you walk, and then the next block, you just throw it, right? So, sayang yung print. And that's actually...
Ayaw mo natin aminin, pero yeah.
Totoo, di ba? So, sabi ko, shucks, I know na they don't have bad intentions, pero kasi syempre, ang dami natin paper na sasayang. That's why we made RFID business cards, para pag kumuha ka nito, I think seeing is believing, so pakita ko na lang siya. So, kapag may phone ka,
Yeah.
and then meron ka, ito kita niyo startup podcast.
Startup podcast business card.
So, basically, ito na yung cellphone. Kapag ka iPhone, yung scanner nyo nasa harapan dito sa camera. Pero kapag sa Samsung, nasa likod. So, ito yung phone. And then, I'll just tap the card at the back. Ang mangyayari, lalabas yung picture ng tao. Pero I think blurred. So, ito yung picture ng tao. Si Johnny yan.
Yeah, nakita naman siya.
Pag bumaba ka, kukunin ko lang, let's say, lalabas na yung mga YouTube channel niya, yung other links.
Yeah, yung profile din.
And pretty much his
profile and other links.
It's just so sad na it's see. Hindi ko mahanapan ng angle para makita ang mukha ni Johnny. Ang gwapo pa naman. Pero
anyway, sa mga nakikinig tsaka sa mga nanonood. So, pag tinap yung RFID card doon sa likod or sa harap ng cellphone, automatically, wala kang pipindutin actually. Malilink siya. Mapupunta yung phone. Mag-open ng browser, right? Sa browser siya.
Yes.
And then yung browser ay malilink.
Baka nga dapat nag-share screen na lang pala ako para makita nila.
Hindi, okay lang yun. So, malilink siya doon sa page na i-designate nung So, pag-usapan natin yung later, yung mga details, yung mga detalye nitong card. Pero, first of all, mag-comment lang ako, Becca, dun sa sinabi mo kanina. Na actually, totoo, napaisip din ako eh. Nung sinabi mo kanina na yung generation ngayon is more on to sustainability. Kasi totoo naman na yung mga past generations, medyo parang nauso yung mga plastic, yung mga, ang daming papel na pinaproduce. And tayong generation, yung nag-suffer din, kasi tayo yung naipunan ng mga kalat na ito, nung parang pagmamadali ng past generations sa pag-produce, ang dami namang waste na napunta sa mga future generations. Well, matanda na rin pala ako, so baka sa mga generations pa na mas bata sa akin. Kaya ang ganda actually na mayroong ganitong business cards na prevent niya yung pagkakalat ng mga business cards, ng mga brochures, kasi tama nga naman minsan, hindi naman talaga nakikip lahat. Minsan nga pwedeng maganda naman yung intention mo, ikikip mo, pero habang nasa biyahe ka, maiiwan mo, mapupunta dyan, tapos mawawala na, and magiging kalat na siya. So, ang ganda ng business card na hindi in papel. So, and once, hindi mo siya kailangan i-multiply kasi once lang siya, pag may na-meet kang tao, itatap lang, hindi mo kailangan bigyan ng separate na card, and then mag-network na kayo. Pero, sige, pag-usapan muna natin yung card. So, saan nga gawa yung card? Patingin nung itsura ulit. And ano yung material niya, and paano yung technology inside. So it's RFID, right? So pwedeng pa-explain lang nung product mismo.
Okay, so sample niya is, 'di ba, let's say you have a card. This can be made with different things. So may options ang mga tao. Like it can be wooden. So if you want wood, kasi alam naman natin na recycle, okay lang. Metal, pwede rin. If you melt it, it can be repurposed. Or ang RFIDs, the cool part about this is, kapag let's say, even if plastic, let's say you went to the resort na plastic siya, it can be reused. So for example, you want to change the data. Kasi 'di ba minsan nagpapalit ka ng phone number, picture, gusto mo rin palitan and all that. You can
Yeah,
just
true.
repurpose the ID. So let's say in the future, sabihin mo, ay, ayoko ng business card, gusto ko na lang gift ko siya sa friend ko. Let's say ayaw mo na, 'di ba? Sabi niya, palitan natin yung info, bigay mo na lang sa kanya. So may mga ganong options, right? And some people, alam niyo ba, sobrang funny, nilagyan nila ng love letters sa loob. So, 'di ba, may picture ng
Good
tao,
idea.
nag-save sila ng contact, tapos sa baba may parang nakalagay, "My gift to you." Tapos pinapalagay nila sa'kin ng password para 'pag pinipindot daw ng tao hindi makita ng lahat. So yung nakakita lang daw yung receiver. So parang the password, they'll just give it to their friend, and their friend's like, "What is this password?" They're like, "Oh, it's a letter." Gano'n. So mga Spotify playlist. Pati sa panligaw ginamit, gano'n. Yeah. So Mother's Day, Father's Day upcoming, alam niyo na anong gifts, 'di ba? Yeah. So puwedeng plastic, puwedeng wooden, puwedeng metal, your choice.
And good idea rin, ano, pwede nga siyang gift, ano. Hindi ka naman pwede mag-gift ng business card, ng mga, I mean, ng mga traditional business card na papel, ano, hindi naman siya gift. Pero actually, pwede actually siya maging gift.
Cool siya,
Now,
'di
yung
ba?
yung use cases nito, so we mentioned kanina, no, na attendance tracking and networking. So pwedeng pa-explain ng mga possible uses ng card. So networking, para siyang usual business card, no. If you meet someone, you tap and then you can see and save the details, ano. And
Opo.
yung ano naman, paano naman yung attendance tracking nito?
Okay. Thank you for asking that. So some of the organizations, sabi mo use cases, right? So I'm gonna flex one of them. I have one now here called NICP. It's the National ICT Confederation of the Philippines. Sila yung nagko-collaborate with, if you're familiar with DICT, yung mga nagsasabi na, kailangan natin mag-change into the technological world. Sila talaga yung gumagawa ng progress. And there's a few, like mga Smart Digital Retail ng MGM Network. And there's also a few alumni organizations that have been like inquiring, paano to? Yung ibang businesses din naglalagay. So, anong ginagawa nila dito? Pag business ka, company ID nung empleyado, ang ginagawa nila, pagka pumasok, tap lang, time in, time out. Ganon siya. So, apart from pag tinap mo sa cellphone, let's say, save contact, those types of things. Pag sa system ng, let's say, company, you just tap it to the designated area, tapos magiging time in, time out. Makikita na yung paano siyang pumasok, sino to, anong employee number, pati yung number of hours work, para meron na silang like idea, like, oh, that's what, pumasok pala siya or hindi. So that's the use case for attendance tracking sa company. Pag sa event naman, gusto kasi nila malaman kapag yung nag-pre-register ay pumunta sa event. So parang nag-pre-register ka, pwede namin i-send yung digital business card. So let's say for example, ayaw nila ng physical, pwede rin online copy. So let's say na-email sa kanila na we received your registration, and on the day papasok siya. So let's say pwede yung concert, music fest. Pwede rin let's say business event. Ayaw mo naman kahit sino lang papasok, 'di ba? Kasi RSVP yung iba. So ginagawa nila, papakita nila yung cellphone, or kapag gusto nila physical card, pwede rin on the day pick up nila. Then they use it for successive event. Pwedeng 1 event, 5 events, 2 years, 3 years. Depende na lang pag gusto niya na expiry date. And the last case is wedding. Weirdly, ang wedding rin may kailangan. So, bakit kailangan sa wedding? Kasi, 'di ba, kapag nagbibigay ka ng wedding invitation, papel din siya. And although we value beautiful artworks like paper, we made an option na card na lang para pag tinap mo directly sa phone, ang gagawin lang ng tao, may tanong doon, like, nandiyan yung venue, let's say October 10, and then nakalagay like Manila Hotel, and then nakalagay, are you attending, let's say, reception? Yes. Are you attending the actual wedding? No. Or are you attending this? So they just need to press the button, and automatic the couple gets notified na, itong tao pupunta. So alam niya ilang seats naka-reserve. May ganun. So ito na yung mga use cases namin. Just to note, we've been operating for the past 3 months pa lang, 3 months. And we have approximately more than 1,700 na order.
Oh, wow. Wow.
Yeah,
Sobrang
in
dami na
3
pala.
months. Sobrang dami. So, sobrang thankful kami. So, we were like, talaga ang laki pala ng need, no? But we're not really shouting out pa na we exist. So, you don't really see us in ads, yung mga ads online. But we noticed na there's such a big demand and a lot of people have been trying talaga to shift to sustainability. Hindi lang sila nabigyan ng option. Kaya we're trying to give them that option. So, ayun, mga brochure nila, pinasok na nila. Video, pinasok na
Mm.
nila. Lahat na. Ayun.
Yeah,
Yeah.
tama nga, no. Actually, ang dami kong gustong i-comment, ano. Isa-isahin natin ito. First, ayun nga yung use cases, possible use cases niya for networking, for attendance tracking, and for events. And naisip nyo ba na yung possibility, like in the farther future, na pwedeng maging bawat tao, bawat Pilipino, may isang contact ID card. May isang card na lang. And yun na yung card na gagamitin sa lahat for networking. Ito yung details ko. Pagpapasok sa kumpanya, same card yung gagamitin na yun yung pang time in, time out. And then yun din yung, maybe andun yung mga details, maybe like SSS, GSIS, PhilHealth, mga ganyan details, mga
Tama.
identification. And for events, yun din yung gagamitin. Same ID card. So for example, ako, si Johnny Boy doon. Meron akong card na naka-associate din sa Startup Podcast. Pero yun din yung card na ginagamit ko for networking, for attendance, and for events. Maybe this event, this wedding, or this, maybe let's say this Philippine Startup Week or this business event is in partnership with Contact. So yun na din yung card na gagamitin ko to show my attendance and to verify yung attendance. So may possibility ba na per individual siya and then yun din yung connected doon sa company or and yun din yung ginagamit for the events? Do you get my
Yeah, gets
the
naman.
idea? Yeah.
Parang one card for different organizations, di ba? Oo. Siyempre, the goal is yes. And kaya naman siya gawin na, just to say. It's just that because of data privacy, a lot of organizations, nila ayaw nila. So for example,
True.
let's example, we have multiple bank accounts. For example, like I have, let's say, a BDO, a Metrobank, a Paymaya, a GCash. Although we love all of them, kahit na we want to connect them as people, right? The banks probably will say, no, competitor ko yan, so they will not allow it. But I guess if hindi sila competitors, like tie-up sila like restaurants, di ba? Or events na tie-up, pwede. We can do that. As long as they're competitor, di ba? So, as long as we want, we will do that. But if not, okay lang naman hindi. So, their choice.
Yeah, gets. Actually, tama, it depends on the on the event, on the other players din dito sa na connected doon kay card. And ang ganda no na kasi itong technology ninyo, now once you have it, I'm sure in the future marami pang use cases na pwede kayong ma-explore in the future. So, kumbaga you started this technology and as you said, meron ng 1,700 cards na nagawa and in the future maraming malamang dadami pa yan kasi marami rin mga use cases na pwede pang magawa. How about the pricing of this card, Becca? So, if anyone here, an individual or a business, maybe an organization want to avail, gusto magpagawa ng card, ang Startup Podcast ay nagpagawa na ng card, so, magkano and paano sila magpagawa?
Okay. So, our standard price is 500 pesos per card. Pero syempre, since kaibigan ko yun si Johnny, kapag mag-order kayo using his code, okay guys, may 50 pesos off kayo. So, 450 na lang. Kaya lang yun, mga secret, discounts, di ba? Tapos, wag niyo na lang sabihin sa friends niyo. Kay Johnny niyo na lang sabihin. Pero, of course, if you're a business and you would like to have quantity of orders, pwede naman kami mag-quote ng lower prices. But of course, dapat umabot yun ng mga 100 or 200 cards at least before we get those types of quotations. But yeah, open to work with different naman needs depending sa inyo.
Yeah, so sa mga nakikinig na individuals or maybe startups dyan, businesses, companies na may team, may maraming tao, when you will avail Contact PH RFID business card, so sabihin nyo na nanggaling kay Johnny Boy doon. Or actually, meron tayong promo code eh. So yung promo code natin ay Contact XSUP. CONTAKT XSUP to save 10% or parang minus 50% off. So actually, malaking bagay yun 50 yung 10% off na yun. Kasi for example, you're a company na let's say, even just a team of 10, that's a team of 10. Kapagawa ka ng 10 cards, that's 5,000 pesos. 10% off nun is 500. So malaki-laking bagay din yun, So, ayun. So, I invite our listeners na interested to try this RFID business card. Actually, napakamura niya, Kasi correct me if I'm wrong, Becca, yung other business cards out there na uses the same technology or uses similar with RFID, ay actually, ang pricey. Nakakita ako dati parang mga $50 to $100 yung
Yes.
iba, ano. Tama ba yun,
Oo.
Becca?
Yeah, if you buy from US companies, $50, yes, to 100, which is like what, 25K, di ba? Sabi ko,
Yeah.
bakit ang mahal niya? And then I realized, ang software pala ng ibang bansa ay talagang ganun. So sabi natin, why not
Oh.
localize it for the Philippines? Kasi iba yun eh. Alam mo yung tipong
True.
kapag bumili ka ng French fries sa isang classy restaurant versus gumawa ka lang sa bahay mo, it's the same thing eh. It's just that saan siya ginawa. So, because of their branding and because other countries, di ba? Ang ginawa nila, tinaasan talaga nila sobrang yung price. Sabi ko, hindi naman karapat-rapat na gayang kataas ang i-charge sa Pinas, di ba? Parang
Yeah.
we also want our local version of it. And that's why we have the local version. And to think about it, di ba right now, if bibili ka rin naman ng papel, yung stacks of paper na business cards, magkano rin yun? 100 pieces is like 350 to 450. And then if you want it like double-sided,
True.
that's one side lang.
Galing.
Double-sided, it's 500 to 600. So I was like, that's
Oh.
one. You buy it once, but mauubos siya after 100 giving, right? This
Mm-mm.
one, you buy it once, but you use it for like a year, 2 years, 3 years. Actually, lifetime, as long as we survive as a company, you're good. You can keep it wherever and whenever. Tapos napapalitan pa yung info. So imagine mo,
Yeah.
yung cost, parang mas mura talaga siya eh. Compared to
Yeah.
magbibit ka ng makapal na stock sa iyong wallet. Parang hindi nga kasya sa wallet.
Kaya nga, mahihirap yung wallet mo.
Oo, totoo.
Dahil lang sikip-sikip. Actually, that's very true, no? So, super win-win-win pala ito. Tatlong win dito eh. First win is yung cost, of course. Ayun, pwedeng competitive and actually ang mura ng contact RFID cards with regard to other RFID cards or other yung ganitong technology na business cards and with the paper business card. Second, yung sustainability nito ano. So, win-win din yan for the environment, for sangkatauhan. And pangatlo, nakakatipid ka rin ng space, ano. So, hindi mo na kailangan maghawak na maraming papel, maraming cards, ano. You just use one card dahil pwede naman baguhin yung info. And come to think of it, ano, this is actually how you disrupt this industry so far. Kasi you're one of the few players na nagpo-produce ng ganitong RFID cards sa Pilipinas. And since you bring in competition, yung mga dating mahal, and you offer it at a lower price, ang laking difference niya and nagagawa mo siya mas accessible sa mas maraming Pilipino. Now, can I ask lang about the production nitong card? So, madali ba siyang gawin? Like for example, I will order let's say 1,000 cards or let's say 500 cards. Gaano siya katagal ko i-expect para magawa siya? And by the way, yung design pala ng cards, how does it work then? So, sino nagde-design? Ako ba? Yung company ba? Or kayo ba ay nagde-design din?
Okay. So, there's a few questions. Isa-isahin ko siya. So, how long ang delivery? Usually, kapag you really need it in a rush, and isa lang naman kukunin mo, kaya naman siya in like 2 to 3 days. Like, 2 to 3 business. But if you have like a lot of orders, so let's say, gawin natin 100 cards. For 100 cards, expect it in like a week. Mga 5 business days.
Okay.
So, yun yung range. And then next naman is, for design, we can actually make a design or you could give us your current design. So, yung website na lalabas or interface, it can change depending on your brand color. So, if let's say ang brand mo ay blue, color blue yung laman. Let's say ito, blue. Pag gusto nila, black card, di ba? Black and gold ba naman ang pinili? May red cards, may green cards. So, physical copies, pwede niyo naman palitan yung laman. Pero kapag digital copies, pwede niyo rin palitan yung loob. So, let's say yung labas blue, tapos yung loob gusto mo pink, okay lang naman. So, we can change it up depending on what you want. So, that's the freedom to choose the design. But if ayaw mo na mag-isip, we have a standard set. Mga black, white, blue, pink. Each of them have parang a standard. And then you could just choose doon. Pero syempre, pag ayaw niya na standard, baka gusto niya nalang gayahin yung sa startup podcast, maganda naman gawa nila, parang may sun, moon, and the stars. Parang Philippine flag.
Gawa ko yan sa Canva.
Diba? So, pwede rin naman to. Yeah, pero pag gusto talaga nila black card, I guess mga ganito, black siya, and gold, diba? Black and gold.
Yeah, so pwede na actually mag-design sa Canva, no? So you can actually make your own design and ask contact to manufacture or to produce it. So bago natin puntahan, Becca, yung iyong stories on how you started Contact, since you're a founder din before, paano ka nga ba nag-build ng next startup mo, invite them to go to the website and invite them to avail or try out yung cards ni Contact PH. So what's the website? How do they contact you?
Actually, super easy lang kami hanapin. Like, Contact, Letter K pala yung contact, guys. Hindi yung unang C yung una, tapos yung pangalawang C, ginawa naman K. Kasi, pag Pilipino, gusto natin interesting yung spelling. Tapos,
May H pa yan. De joke
oo,
lang.
diba?
CONTAKT.
Kaya may PH sa, contact. Tapos
May
yung client,
PH.
I forgot what you call the dash, and then PH, and then .com, and then yun na yun. Pwede naman namin ilagay yung link dito, so makikita nyo lang
Yeah.
probably in the
So
comments.
ilalagay natin yun sa comments and the description. So ulitin natin, that's contact, CONTAKT-ph.com. And you can also follow them on Instagram, So,
Yes.
and ko rin dito, so sila rin ay nakalist na sa website ng Startup Podcast. So meron parang marketplace ang podcast, and andun yung products ng mga guests natin sa podcast. And andun na rin ang Contact PH. So if you want to try out their business cards, you can also go there. Now, puntahan na natin, Becca, yung story. So, this is a startup that you started from scratch, and dati ka rin founder from another startup. So, pwedeng pakwento nitong transition na to. Why did you decide to have your own startup?
Okay. So, basically, dun sa old startup ko kasi, very digital siya na napansin ko lang na hindi pa kaya nung Pilipinas mag-cope up. Kasi there are certain technologies na if you go to the US or Singapore, like, diba, they use mga blockchain, let's say cryptocurrencies, or maybe they use something like lahat cellphone. Yung problema, hindi natin ma-generalize yung ganun sa Pilipinas. Like, we can't judge naman, let's say ang tao, ang phone niya, it's yung medyo analog phone pa, or let's say ang phone niya ay yung medyo a little low-end. Hindi naman kasi lahat naka-iPhone sa Pinas. Hindi niya kaya. So sabi ko, paano natin gagawin kaya ng Pilipinas yung mga manual things lang just to make it faster, right? At saka ang Pilipino kasi, napansin ko, gusto natin ng papel at may nahahawakan. Like, we like change, but at the same time, we don't like change. It's funny. Like, we want to change, but we still want the manual things. Like, let's say, for example, kung ang diploma mo ba sa school, bibigyan ka ng options, physical or digital copy, anong kukunin mo? Ang parents mo ay ide-demand ang physical copy kasi kailangan daw i-frame.
Ipapa-frame nila, yeah.
Sabihin nila, ito ang pag-flex ng aking anak. Diba?
True.
Oo. So, to make sure na everyone has both the physical, and the digital, sabi namin, sige, gawin na lang natin RFID para meron kang makitaan na papel at, let's say, item na nasa wallet mo, but at the same time, you can use it digitally. So, it's reducing waste but making sure na syempre you're keeping up with the time. And para maganda naman siya tignan na sa gift. Kasi syempre if you're giving gifts to people, iba ang dating eh. Like if you give something na digital, let's say a digital planner versus if you give like a physical thing and then nag-design ka pa. Di ba iba parang, touching, it's custom. Mga ganon. So, we wanted to hit those lines. I guess kasi maybe it's a gender thing as well. I'm not sure. But kasi for me, like as a girl, I like giving gifts to, let's say, family members or let's say yung mga friends ko na yan talaga may personal touch. Pero kasi kapag it's like fully digital, although it makes it fast, okay, I really like digital. It's just that hindi nila ma-feel yung sincerity minsan. Nang parang, ito lang ba yung nangyari? Nag-gift mo lang sa akin, parang parang poster. Ganon. So I was like, syempre, we wanted to give something na talagang there's a physical, digital. Kaya nag-transition ako from fully digital to a little more abot kaya sa kultura nating Pilipino na may digital.
Yeah.
Yun talaga yung reason.
Yeah, that's actually very true, So, parang biniblend mo nga na mas maayos yung startup into the Filipino market. Kasi totoo naman, actually very true na although we're into digital, we're moving into the digital world, digital cash, although wala pa tayong digital IDs, digital identifications, ang laking bagay pa rin sa mga Pilipino yung may tangible na nahawakan at napapakita visually and pwedeng mahawakan and pwedeng ma-verify with our own senses and pwedeng may pagmalaki sa ibang tao. Very, very huge thing pa siya for Filipinos. So now, you're doing this startup and are you doing this by yourself or do you have your team na who's helping you behind Contact Page? So how are you building the team behind Contact?
Actually, we're still building the team. So, tatlo lang ata kami. Tatlo lang kami. It's me, one family member, plus one friend that came on board. So, it's just 3 of us. Pero syempre, bayad naman. Grabe pag hindi. So, let's say tatlo kami and we have a few company partners who's like super helpful and love na love ko talaga sila. Like, I have not met people as, let's say, progressive. I'm gonna name drop NICP kasi they're so progressive in a point na they support local startups. Yung tipong kapag ako, nafe-feel ko, ang dami ko nang ginagawa. Kasi syempre, tatlo lang kami, di ba? We're like, shucks, ang daming ginagawa. There are some partners na talaga they become your marketing arm. Sila yung nagsasalita for you. Like, when you see something good, they tend to talk for you. Like, you don't need to push it naman. Like, hardcore push. Kasi they're like, ay, oo nga, no? Kasi minsan, hindi nila ma-picture. So, pag nakita na nila on the spot how it works, they're like, oh, I want, kasi it's there. So, mga events, they're like, oh nga, no, I want rin. So, you don't even need to talk about it. So, in terms of team, I guess we need to grow doon sa mga logistics and operations. Kasi the more orders, I guess, the more packaging. The more packaging and all. Yun lang. Pero we ask people if they want na no packaging para, mas sustainable. Meron naman kasing case na yung card. Like, pag ganito siya, like, let's say ito yung card, may case na siya. So, hindi naman masisira. Pero just in case gusto nila talaga may cover, we do have a cover as well. So, pwede naman. Yun. So, 3 growing to maybe 5 or 10 soon. Yun.
Yeah, na-expect na makuha yung card ko actually. Kasi ang ganda rin yun na may actual card ako. Actually, super ganda niya. Lalo na when this kind of product kasi, as you said nga, parang siya, word of mouth advertising din siya. Kasi it's a good product. And for example, me, Startup Podcast, I have it physically in my wallet. And then I go to an event. I go to, let's say, a demo day or a pitch event or some networking event. And then, I use that card. I will use that card for sure. And I will show them. And sila, mapapatanong sila, saan galing yan? Magkano yan? Paano makakuha ng ganyan? So, that's also the way on how you can, kumbaga, quote-unquote, market this card. And I think, since napakamura niya, sustainable siya, I think pasok siya sa lahat ng mga needs and lahat ng mga functions na kailangan ko. So, I don't see a reason why I will not advertise it or I will not promote it as a user. So, speaking of this, ano pa ba yung mga ideas niyo or how did you grow yung marketing? I mean, you have sold already 1,700, napakarami in just 3 months. So, paano ba nangyari na naka-reach kayo ng ganito karaming mga benta or pag-produce ng cards?
Actually, very miraculous siya. Like, hindi ko in-expect. Kasi, it's so weird. Like, people, they usually only do a business when they're like, I'm sure it's gonna succeed. Di ba may mga ganun? They're like, I'm sure, so I will do it. This one, it's like, I'm not sure, but I have the intention to really help. Like, the goal is to help. And maybe, I was like, maybe people would see it when I explain na this is for the country, this is for the convenience of the people. Hindi talaga siya out of selfish intent. Kasi it's not na, because I'm earning all, nagkasaka na yan lahat. Hindi siya ganun. It's more of how do you contribute din. They say kasi in life, ang direction daw dapat ng isang founder or business is that hindi siya yung how do I earn, hindi ganun daw ang tanong. Although money is there, so you survive, right? We need to live, ganun. Pero it's more of how do I contribute to progress. Kasi hindi naman siya yung isang tao lang. It's more sama-sama. And when organizations, how am I marketing it? Like when I approach them, honestly, kausap ko lang sila. Parang kaibigan na kinausap or bagong taong kinausap. Talagang meet and greet, B2B. Kasi hindi pa ako nagbe-B2C na parang isa-isang ads online. Wala pa kaming ganyan. It's all business to business to startup, ganyan. And then when a person sees na, okay, I see the vision, this is where it's going. Sila na mismo yung kusang nagsusupport. Sila na yung nagsasabi sa tao, maybe they partner with you. So far, all of this, it's because of those people who've seen the vision. And seen na, this is a good mission pala that I'm supporting. Hindi siya yung parang kahit lang, new product, that's it. Ganun siya. So it's a product banked with mission and people want to support that and that's why they buy or that's why they do things. Ganun siya. That's how it's been so far.
Yeah, actually that's very amazing. So hindi siya per se sales, hindi siya sales kumbaga. Kasi you're not approaching people and kumbaga showing this to them and saying na you need this. You're actually sharing your vision, your passion, and sobrang sakto din sa Startup Podcast na merong progress, merong nation building So you're contributing to the progress ng bansa, ng society, and when other people see that same vision, of course they will support. I think I very much agree, and I think this may be an opinion, pero I think most businesses should also adapt that thinking na if you support should not just be about money, profit, kundi kumbaga if you have the same vision, if you have the same purpose, if you have like the same long term na nakikita, support each other. I think that's also how things should go in the country and in the business ecosystem. Now, speaking of this vision, so ano nga ba ang inyong mga future plans with Contact? Ano ba ang inyong mga gagawin? Are you planning to scale yung production, yung marketing? Are you planning to improve the tech and put more features? Ano ba ang inyong roadmap pa in the future? You're just 3 months and ang dami nyo na-achieve. Ano pa kaya in like 1 year or 3 years?
Thanks for asking. Honestly, ang tentative pa siya, pero one is syempre expanding the team. Hopefully, mapalaki siya soon. Syempre kasi more people, you can serve more, diba? If you have more people like as your arms going to other places. But at the same time, it's more of also marketing as well. Since we have not tried selling to customers na isa-isa, so we have not done much of that. More business to business. So I guess expanding there. And last is definitely features. We want to make it more accessible to people na they could edit more or design more. Pero for now, there are some things na we're changing. Soon, sneak peek lang, we're planning to release a payroll version. Yung paano magbayad ng empleyado, ganon.
Oh.
Pero I have no promises on the date when it's gonna come. We're trying to finish it this year. And if kaya na siya, hindi na lang siya contact card for marketing and sales mo, at least na yun, lahat na kaya mo na involve in the company. Pero for now, no promises yet. That's what we're trying to do. Dun lang siya.
Yeah, that's the idea nga, parang connected din talaga itong RFID card na ito dun sa company ID na magagamit ito nung empleyado, nung tao sa mga iba't ibang company purposes. For example, payroll nga, and bukod sa attendance, time in, time out, pwede nga rin sa payroll. Amazing. Ayun, so maraming salamat, Becca, for this conversation. If our listeners want to find out more about Contact, so ulitin lang natin how to contact you, ulitin lang natin yung website, and ano ba yung proseso for them. So when they go to the website, when they contact you, they will order, and then ano yung expect nila, kumbaga, ano yung process nito for them?
Actually, super easy lang siya. You just message us in Instagram, and then that's it. We just be like, here's the payment, and then fill up your name, and that's it na.
Yeah, true.
If may design ka na and ready na siya, hindi mabilis lang i-deliver. Pero syempre, if nag-isip ko pa ng design, depende sa'yo yun gano'ng katagal. Kami naman kasi, we're super standard. Like, you just give us the details and payment. On the spot, we just produce it. Pero, yun lang. I guess delivery lang. I guess if nasa Mindanao or like other parts of the Philippines like Visayas, baka pag LBC kasi baka 3 days to 7 days.
Yeah.
Ganun lang. Pero kapag Metro Manila, pwede nyo actually i-pick up, pwede nyo rin naman i-grab. If you want it on like the same day, right? I guess that's the only time na if you want a rush. Grab, Lalamove, pwede naman. And malapit lang naman kami. You can pick up within like Quezon City area. Like let's say if you're in Robinson's, Magnolia, pwede naman mag-meet doon. We can just like, here your cards. You can probably drag a friend or two para hindi lugi ang iyong pamasahe at mamasyal ka sa mall. Diba?
And kain na rin muna.
Yes, kain with friends.
Yeah, so ayun, so ilalagay ko yung website and yung Instagram. So if you're interested on availing itong Contact PH RFID business cards na actually nakakatulong din towards sustainability and murang-mura. So go to the website or go to the Instagram, contact Becca, put it there, put your design, explain what you want. Pati yung links, pati yung mga links, yung profile nila, they can edit din, and maybe they can also give na to you para ando na siya when you make the card. So, ayun. So,
faster. Tama. Mga name, number, organization. Yung mga gusto niya lagay, name, phone number, email, lagay niya na rin. Para tapos na kaagad.
Yeah. So, I invite you all to contact CONTACT, Becca, and avail of this Contact PH RFID business cards. Napaka-affordable. So, salamat, Becca, for this episode. Thank you.
Yes, thank you.
Thank you very much to our 42 patrons. This episode is super powered by AskLexPH Academy, our official e-learning partner. Get certifications on Lean Six Sigma, project management, data science, and many more. 1 CFO services, bookkeeping and tax, and payroll processing for startups and small businesses. Tuala, the next evolution of digital trust, privacy-focused digital experience for sharing identity information across Web 2 and Web 3 ecosystems. And Space PH, global co-working space, private office, and meeting rooms for startups, digital nomads, and freelancers. UBI Philippines, advocating universal basic income income for Filipinos. Ignite Careers, career matching platform for Filipino talents and hiring companies in the outsourcing industry. Mamiki Super Pet App, the Philippines' first ever one-stop mobile app for pet products and services. Divico Technologies, IT solutions specializing in software development, blockchain smart contracts, digital wallets, and cybersecurity. DBuzz, Web3 microblogging app promoting freedom of speech and content ownership. Benjoy's Food Products, the home of premium bacon ends, tapa, and tocino. Looking for, buy and sell online with Sigurado sellers. NutriCoach, the all-in-one productivity tool for dietitians and nutritionists. Spotify Team, podcast launch, production, editing, and management company helping increase podcasters' efficiency. Smile, consent-driven digital employment verification service to make smarter decisions faster. Mata Technologies, Philippines' premier provider of virtual tours and virtual maps for LGU's real estate, tourism, and private businesses. PH Startup Online, explore Filipino startups online, browse their products, find careers, listen to their stories. This episode is powered by Contact RFID Business Cards, Serious MD, Pocketworks, Founders Launchpad, Uplift Codecamp, Agile Data Solutions, Hustle PH, Board Prep, Zales, and Pareto Consulting. Please support the podcast through the links in the description.